Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lihiot or lagoyim v'natan lanu et Yeshua Meshikenu haor haolam. Amen. Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has sanctified us by thy commandments and has commanded us to be a light unto the nations and has given us Yeshua, the Messiah, as the light of the world. Amen.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvarach. Baruch Adonai Hamvarach leolam vayed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bakar banu mekol hahamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai Noten HaTorah. Amen. Bless the Lord, the Blessed One.
Bless the Lord, blessed one for all eternity.
Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has chosen us from all peoples and given us his Torah. Blessed are you, O Lord, giver of the Torah. Amen.
I'll be reading Parsha number 41, Pinchas, starting at Numbers 25:10 through 31. Adonai said to Moshe, Pinchas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aharon, the Kohen, has deflected my anger from the people of Israel by being zealous as I am, so that I didn't destroy them in my own zeal. Therefore, say, I am giving him my covenant of Shalom, making a covenant with him and his descendants after him, that the office of Kohen will be theirs forever. This is because he was zealous on behalf of his God and made atonement for the people of Israel. The name of the man from Israel who was killed, put to death with the woman from Midian, was Zimri, the son of Salu, leader of one of the clans from the tribe of Shimon. The name of the woman from Midian who was killed was Cosbi, the daughter of Tizur, and he was the head of the people in one of the clans of Midian. Adonai said to Moshe, treat the Midianim as enemies and attack them, because they are treating you as enemies by the trickery they used to deceive you in the Peor incident and in the affair of their sister Cosbi, the daughter of the leader of Midian. The woman who was killed on the day of the plague in the Peor incident after the plague. Adonai said to Moshe and Eleazar, the son of Aharon the Kohen, take a census of the entire assembly of the people of Israel, 20 years old and over, by their ancestral clans, all who are subject to military service in Israel. Moshe and Eleazar, the Kohanim, spoke with them on the plains of Moab by the Yarden across from Jericho, explaining, "Those 20 years old and over who came out of the land of Egypt as Adonai ordered Moshe and the people of Israel." The census results began with Reuben, the firstborn of Israel. The descendants of Reuben were of Hanuk, the family of the Hanuki, of Palu, the family of Palui, of the Hetzron, the family of the Hetzroni, of Carmi, the family of Carmi. These were the families of Reuven. Of them were counted 43,730. The sons of Palu, Eliab, and the sons of Eliab, Nemuel, Datan, and Aviram. These are the same Datan and Aviram, men of reputation in the community, who rebelled against Moshe and Aharon in Korash's group when they rebelled against Adonai. And the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them up together with Korash when the group died. And the fire consumed 250 men, and they became a warning sign. The descendants of Shimon by their families were Numiel, the family of the Numieli, of Yamin, the family of Yamini, of Yakhin, the family of Yakhini, of Zerach, the family of Zerachi, of Shalu, the family of Shauli. These were the families of Shimoni, 22,200. The descendants of Gad by their families were of Zephon, the families of Zephoni, of the Haggai, the families of the Haggai, of Shuni, the family of the Shuni, of Ozni, the family of the Ozni, of Eri, the family of the Eri, of Arod, the family of the Arodi, of Arieli, the family of the Arieli. These were the families of the sons of Gad. According to those counted of them, 40,500. The sons of Yehuda, first and Onan. But and Onan died in the land of Canaan. The sons of Yehuda who had descendants were of Shelah, the family of Shilani, of Peretz, the family of Partzi, of Zerach, the family of Zerachi. The sons of Peretz were of Hetzron, the family of the Hetzroni, and of Hamuel, the family of Hamueli. These were the families of Yehuda. According to those counted of them, 76,500. The descendants of Issachar by their families were Tola, the family of Tolali, of Puva, the family of the Puni, of Yashuv, the family of Yashuvi, of Shimron, the family of the Shimroni. These were the families of Issachar. According to those counted of them, 64,300. The descendants of Zebulun by their families were of Sered, the family of Sardi, of Elon, the family of the Eloni, of Yakliel, the family of Yaklieli. These were the families of the Zebuloni. According to those counted of them, 60,500. The sons of Joseph by their families were Manasseh and Ephraim. The descendants of Manasseh were of Machir, the family of the Machiri. Machir was the father of Gilead, the family of the Gileadi. These are the descendants of Gilead, of Iziezer, the family of Iesri, of Helek, the family of Helki, of Asriel, the family of Asrieli, of Shechem, the family of Shechemi, of Shemida, the family of Shemidi, and of Hefer, the family of Hifri, of Zolophkad, the son of Hefer, had no sons, but had daughters. The names of the daughters of Zolophkad was Machlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. These were the families of Manasseh. Of them counted 52,700. These are the descendants of Ephraim by their families of Shutliach, the family of Shutalki, of Becher, the family of Bakri, of Takan, the family of Takani. These are the descendants of Shutilach of Iran, the family of the Irani. These were the families of the descendants of Ephraim, according to those of them that were counted, 32,500. These were the descendants of Joseph by their families. The descendants of Benjamin by their families were Bela, the family of Beli, of Ashbel, the family of Ashbeli, of Achriam, the family of Achrami, of Shephufam, the family of the Shufami, of Hufam, the family of the Hufami. The sons of Bela were Ard and Naaman, the family of the Ardi, and of Naaman, the family of the Naami. These were the descendants of Benjamin by their families, of them counted 45,600. The descendants of Dan by their families were Shacham, the families of the Shachami. These are the families of Dan by their families. All the families of the Shachami, according to those of them that were counted, 64,400. The descendants of Asher by their families of Yimnah, the family of Yimnah, of Yishvi, the family of the Yishvi, of Bariah, the family of the Bariah, of the descendants of Bara'ah, of Hever, the families of the Hevri, of Malkiel, the family of the Malkieli. The name of Asher's daughter was Sirach. These were the families of the descendants of Asher, according to those of them that were counted, 53,400. The descendants of Naphtali, by their families, Yaxiel, the families of Yaxieli, of Guni, the family of the Guni, of Yetzer, the family of the Yetzri, of Shilem, the family of the Shilemi. These are the families of Naphtali, according to their families, those of them that were counted, 45,400. Thus those who were counted of the people of Israel numbered 601,730. Adonai said to Moshe, "The land is to be parceled out among these as possessions to be inherited, according to the number of names. To those families with more persons, you are to give greater inheritance, and to those with fewer, you are to give a smaller inheritance. When families inherit, each family inheritance is to be given according to the number counted it. However, the land is to be awarded by lot. They will inherit according to the names of the tribes of their ancestors. But the inheritance is to be parceled out by lot between the families with more and those with fewer. Those counted among the Levi by their families were of Gershon and the family of the Gershuni, of Kahat, the family of the Kahati, of Merari, the family of Merari. These are the families of Levi. The family of the Livni, the family of the Hevroni, the family of Machli, the family of Mushi, the family of Karashi. Kahat was the father of Amram. The name of Amram's wife was Jochebed, the daughter of Levi, who was born to Levi in Egypt. And she bore to Amram Aharon, Moshe, and their sister Miriam. To Aharon were born Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Itamar. But Nadab and Abihu died when they offered unauthorized fire before Adonai. Those males 1 month old or more, counted of the Levi, were 23,000. These were not included in the census of the people of Israel, because no land for inheritance was given to them among the people of Israel. These are the ones counted by Moshe and Eleazar the Kohen, who took a census of the people of Israel in the plains of Moab by the Yarden across from Jericho. But there was not a man among them who had been included in the census of Moshe and Aharon the Kohen, when they enumerated the people of Israel in the Sinai desert, because Adonai had said to them, "They will surely die in the desert." So there was not left even one of them, except Caleb the son of Yephone and Yehoshua the son of Nun. Then the daughters of Zelophehad, the son of Hepher, the son of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, of the family of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, approached. These were the names of his daughters: Machlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. They stood in front of Moshe, Eleazar the Kohen, the leaders, and the whole community at the entrance to the tent of meeting, and said, "Our father died in the desert. He wasn't part of the group who assembled themselves to rebel against Adonai and Korach's group, but he died in his own sin, and he had no sons. Why should the name of our father be eliminated from his family just because he didn't have a son? Give us property to possess along with the brothers of our fathers." Moshe brought their case before Adonai. Adonai answered Moshe, "The daughters of Zelophehad are right in what they say. You must give them property to be inherited along with that of their father's brothers. Have what their father would have inherited passed to them. Moreover, say to the people of Israel, if a man dies and doesn't have a son, you are to have his inheritance passed to his daughter. If he doesn't have a daughter, give his inheritance to his brother. If he has no brother, give his inheritance to his father's brothers. If his father doesn't have brothers, give his inheritance to the closest relative in his family, and he will possess it. This will be the standard for judgment to be used by the people of Israel, as Adonai ordered Moshe. Adonai said to Moshe, "Climb this mountain in the Avarim range and look out at the land which I have given to the people of Israel. After you've seen it, you too will be gathered to your people, just as Aharon, your brother, was gathered. Because in the Zin desert, when the community was disputing with me, you rebelled against my order to uphold my holiness by means of the water, with them looking on." Moshe said to Adonai, "Let Adonai, God of the spirits of all human beings, appoint a man to be over the community, to go out and come in ahead of them, to lead them out and bring them in, so that Adonai's community will not be like sheep without a shepherd." Adonai said to Moshe, "Take Yehoshua, the son of Nun, a spiritual man, and lay your hands on him. Put him in front of Eleazar the Kohen and the whole community, and commission him in their sight. Delegate to him some of your authority so that the entire community of Israel will obey him. He is to present himself to Eleazar the Kohen, who is to find out by means of the Urim what Adonai's will is for Yehoshua's decisions. Then at his word they will go out, and at his word they will come in, both he and all the people of Israel with him, the whole community." Moshe did as Adonai had ordered him. He took Yehoshua, put him before Eleazar the Kohen and the whole community, laid his hands on him, and commissioned him as Adonai said through Moshe. Adonai said to Moshe, "Give an order to the people of Israel. Tell them you are to take care to offer me at the proper time the food presented to me as an offering made by fire, providing a fragrant aroma for me. Tell me, this is the offering made by fire that you are to bring to Adonai. Male lambs in their first year without defect, 2 daily as a regular burnt offering. Offer the one lamb in the morning and the other lamb at dusk, along with 2 quarts of fine flour as a grain offering, mixed with 1 quart of oil from pressed olives. It is the regular burnt offering, the same as was offered on Mount Sinai, to give a fragrant aroma, an offering made by fire for Adonai. Its drink offering is to be 1 quart hin for one lamb. In the holy place, you are to pour out the drink offering of intoxicating liquor to Adonai. The other lamb you are to present at dusk. Present it with the same kind of grain offering and drink offering as in the morning. It is an offering made by fire with a fragrant aroma for Adonai. On Shabbat, offer 2 male lambs in their first year and without defect, with 1 gallon of fine flour as a grain offering mixed with olive oil and its drink offering. This is the burnt offering for every Shabbat, in addition to the regular burnt offering and its drink offering. At each Rosh Chodesh of yours, you are to present a burnt offering to Adonai consisting of 2 young bulls, 1 ram, and 7 male lambs in their first year and without defect, with 6 quarts of fine flour mixed with olive oil as a grain offering for each bull, 4 quarts of fine flour mixed with olive oil as a grain offering for the 1 ram, and 2 quarts of fine flour mixed with olive oil as a grain offering for each lamb. This will be the burnt offering, giving a fragrant aroma, an offering made by fire for Adonai. Their drink offerings will be 2 quarts of wine for 1 bull, 1 1/3 quarts for the ram, 1 quart for each lamb. This is the burnt offering for every Rosh Chodesh throughout the months of the year. Also, a male goat is to be offered as a sin offering to Adonai, in addition to the regular burnt offering and its drink offering. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month, as is Adonai's Pesach. On the 15th day of the month is to be a feast. Matzah is to be eaten for 7 days. The first day is to be a holy convocation. Do not do any kind of ordinary work, but present an offering made by fire, a burnt offering to Adonai, consisting of 2 young bulls, 1 ram, and 7 male lambs in their first year, with their grain offering, fine flour mixed with olive oil. Offer 6 quarts for a bull and 4 quarts for a ram, and 2 quarts for each of the 7 lambs, also a male goat as a sin offering to make atonement for you. You are to offer these in addition to the morning burnt offering, which is the regular burnt offering. In this fashion, you are to offer daily, 7 days, the food of the offering made by fire, making a fragrant aroma for Adonai. It is to be offered in addition to the regular burnt offering and its drink offering. On the 7th day, you are to have a holy convocation. Do not do any kind of ordinary work. On the day of the first fruits, when you bring a new grain offering to Adonai in your feast of Shavuot, you are to have a holy convocation. Do not do any kind of ordinary work, but present a burnt offering as a fragrant aroma for Adonai, consisting of 2 young bulls, 1 ram, 7 male lambs in their first year, and their grain offering, fine flour mixed with olive oil, 6 quarts for each bull, 4 quarts for 1 ram, and 2 quarts for each of the 7 lambs, plus a male goat to make atonement for you. You are to offer these in addition to the regular burnt offering and its grain offering, with their drink offerings. In the 7th month, on the first day of the month, you are to have a holy convocation. Do not do any kind of ordinary work. It is a day of blowing the shofar for you. Prepare a burnt offering to make a fragrant aroma for Adonai. 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 7 male lambs in their first year and without defect, with their grain offering, consisting of fine flour mixed with olive oil, 6 quarts for the bull, 4 quarts for the ram, and 2 quarts for each of the 7 lambs. Also 1 male goat as a sin offering, making atonement for you. This is to be in addition to the burnt offering for Rosh Chodesh, which it's with its grain offering, the regular burnt offering with its grain offerings, and their drink offerings, according to the rule for them. This will be a fragrant aroma, an offering made by fire to Adonai. On the 10th day of this 7th month, you are to have a holy convocation. You are to deny yourself. and you are not to do any kind of work, but you are to present a burnt offering to Adonai to make a fragrant aroma, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 7 male lambs in their first year, with their grain offering, fine flour mixed with olive oil, 6 quarts for the bull, 4 quarts for 1 ram, and 2 quarts for each of the 7 lambs. Also 1 male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the sin offering for atonement and the regular burnt offering with its grain offering and their drink offerings. On the 15th day of the 7th month, you are to have a holy convocation. You are not to do any kind of ordinary work, and you are to observe a feast to Adonai 7 days. You are to present a burnt offering, an offering made by fire, bringing a fragrant aroma to Adonai. It is to consist of 13 young bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs in their first year, with their grain offering, fine flour mixed with olive oil, 6 quarts for each of the 13 bulls, 4 quarts for each of the 2 rams, and 2 quarts for each of the 14 lambs. Also 1 male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offering, with its grain and drink offering. On the 2nd day, you are to present 12 young bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs in their first year without defect, with the grain and drink offering for the bulls, rams, and lambs, according to their number, in keeping with the rule. Also 1 male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offering, its grain offering, and their drink offerings. On the 3rd day, 11 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs in their first year, without defect, with the grain and drink offerings for the bulls, rams, and lambs, according to their number, in keeping with the rule. Also 1 male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offering, with its grain and drink offerings. On the 14th day, 10 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs in their first year, without defect, with the grain and drink offerings for the bulls, rams, and lambs, according to their number, in keeping with the rule. Also 1 male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offering with its grain and drink offerings. On the 5th day, 9 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs in their first year, without defect, with the grain and drink offering for the bulls, rams, and lambs, according to their number, in keeping with the rule. Also 1 male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offering, with its grain and drink offerings. On the 6th day, 8 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs in their first year, without defect, with the grain and drink offering for the bulls, rams, and lambs, according to their number, in keeping with the rule. Also 1 male goat as a sin offer, in addition to the regular burnt offering with its grain and drink offerings. On the 7th day, 7 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs in their first year without defect, with the grain and drink offering for the bulls, rams, and lambs, according to their number, in keeping with the rule. Also 1 male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offering with its grain offering and drink offerings. On the 8th day, you are to have a festive assembly. You are not to do any kind of ordinary work, but you are to present a burnt offering, an offering made by fire, giving a fragrant aroma to Adonai, 1 bull, 1 ram, 7 male lambs in their first year without defect, with the grain and drink offerings for the bull, the ram, the lambs, according to their number, in keeping with the rule. Also 1 male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offering with its grain and drink offerings. You are to offer these to Adonai at your designated times, in addition to your vows and voluntary offerings, whether these are your burnt offerings, grain offerings, drink offerings, or peace offerings. Moshe told the people of Israel everything, just as Adonai had ordered Moshe.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chaya olam nata betukenu, Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah. Amen. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has given us a Torah of truth and has planted eternal life in our midst. Blessed are you, O Lord, giver of the Torah. Amen.